Justin had to tempt fate and said, ha, that's all you got. And now look, it's...
I made a wall for the kitties. Emma's been helping. And this dog, he wants to get our food.
What's the dog's name?
Rosie.
Daisy.
Daisy. Let's go, guys.
Hey, good morning everyone. We're back here for the start of part 2 here on project number 15. I'm excited. We prepped for rain. We knew that it was going to rain over the weekend, so we did a lot of our work to get this ready so that the water drained off away from the feature. And you can see, yeah, we did have to deal with rain this morning and have to clear off our tarps. It is muddy, but it is not stopping progress from happening because we came in with a good plan. We're gonna be bringing this to life here in part 2. We're gonna detail work, we're gonna wetland filter, we're gonna intake bay, we're gonna do a spillway to waterfall spillway, and a giant BioFalls. So we'll show you how we do all that and show you why.
Alright guys, so we got our intake bay started to be put together here. As you can see, this is where that water will flow in. It'll act just like a skimmer. Water coming in through here. And then we rock in the rest of it. Kind of wanted to show you before we cover the aqua box what that kind of looks like. So they're all tight, pushing against each other. We've got gravel around the outsides. And then here's our pump housings. So as you can see, all the gravel and everything keeps away from the pumps. That's what's nice about these Aquascape pump housings. That's our 5 to 9. This is our 4 to 7. And then we're gonna run that plumbing out the back there. So we drilled a new hole. We'll run that plumbing out the back. And then on this project, you will run into this where you have this long run of plumbing and you do not have the slope to have it start higher back there and come all the way back here. So what we do in that case is this plumbing will slope to here, and then this plumbing will slope to there, and we'll put a T with a winter relief there. So just in the fall when the feature gets shut down to get that water all out of the plumbing, we just have a ball valve that we're going to open there.
All right, so Brad has taken on the challenge because I asked him if he wouldn't mind taking on the challenge of doing the bulkheads behind the intake bay. When we do our intake bay, we love to use these bulkheads. I have to give credit to Urban Landworks. They were the first ones to tell me that they started doing that from learning from Aquascape, and they were totally right. What we end up doing is we cut a small hole in the liner after putting some cover tape over that spot. That's the thick, one-sided cover tape. It comes in 6-inch wide sections. And we'll cut a good 6-inch by 6-inch section to put onto the liner. And then Brad's going to cut a hole in the liner, put on our bulkheads. We'll have one side that we call the water side, where the water will be on. And then the dry side, which would be the dirt side, is the side we're going to put silicone on that bulkhead. And what we're going to be doing is we're doing some central planning right now on how to make this all flow together. We've been basing everything based off of our patio, and we've chosen our zero spot on one of the cracks of the lines of the patio. Well, now we have to make sure that we get our awesome waterfall to look at, kind of where those boulders are. That's coming down towards that patio. And then we have a nice meandering stream that's going to make its way towards a waterfall going into the Look at, we're filling the pond. It's filling up nicely. Got our meandering stream going on. Getting ready to do some seaming. So we're gonna seam ourselves a couple pieces of liner on because we are doing this nice long meandering stream. All right, we got our two-sided liner in there. Under this, we did our first seam. So two-sided seam tape. Now we're gonna go over with a single-sided 6-inch cover tape on the overlap spot so that nothing leaks back uphill. It's just a second layer of protection, just to be careful. All right, that's gonna do it for the end of day 7. What an awesome day. The guys just powered through and kept working nonstop all day today. It was fantastic. We have a really good plan and it's coming together, and I cannot wait to bring this to life. We are filling up the pond right now. We're worried about getting those lilies underwater. They're in a good spot so that when we get here tomorrow, we'll turn on the garden hose again. We don't like to let it fill overnight when we're not here to watch it, just because we want to talk about everything as it's filling as a team, because we might have forgot something. So as a team, we kind of go over everything as it's filling, looking at what might need to be done still, and then we'll turn on the hose again. And then we usually tell everybody the water's on when the water's on, so that we all kind of keep that in mind. One of the things that's hard is when you do forget it's on and you're trying to do your dirt work and you're trying to finalize things when it does overfill, and now all that dirt work is muddy and it's harder to compact it and get it what you want. So that's it for day 7. We will see you tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody. Hey, what's up, everyone? Are you feeling great? I'm feeling great because it's the start of day 8 and we got Aiden already doing stuff here, working on our machines, making sure they're healthy. That's why we call him the medic. He is our on-the-field medic, taking care of our machines, making sure that they don't scream at us and they keep rolling smoothly. While that's happening, B-Money over here is working on our auto top-off line so that it fills anytime we have evaporation. This is looking great. We're gonna do our other seam here yet today. I think we'll be doing that now because a lot of this is just meandering stream. So my goal for this is to make it feel like a just nice meandering stream. So we're gonna have a couple of boulders that force the turns, but then we're gonna do a lot of that shoreline work, a lot of the 2 to 4 inch stuff, and really having some fun as we come back over here. All right, we got our drainage box in there. That's gonna run under the pond and spit out on the other side, going down the hill. The reason we did that is because this is all draining this area, so we'll slope our dirt to the box from this side, slope it from this side over to that box. It's lower than the patio, so everything will drain nicely underneath the waterfall. Glad we thought of that ahead of time, so we were able to dress it before we started continuing our waterfall over here. Where we have this set, that's at a 18-inch waterfall, so we're gonna have a cool drop coming towards the house from this spot, kind of like that, coming towards the house. Boom. Then we'll have a little nice babbling brook that conjoins with this, so we'll have a cool retaining wall style boulder or something cool to look at right there, and then we'll be sloping our dirt to come and do into our meandering stream. All right, everyone, that's gonna do it for the end of day 8. We got a lot done. We're just making forward progress. We have put in some drainage that really needed to be put in today because it could rain tomorrow. I love that the guys are paying attention to the weather as well as the overall story. Justin hooked up this downspout and got it to an awesome pop out right here. And then I did a lot of dirt work today to make sure that things are really in a good spot. So if it does have a heavy rain, everything's gonna drain into the water garden. Keep watching, everyone. We got a lot to show you. I'm Nick the Pond King, signing out on day 8. We'll see you tomorrow. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 9. Wow. Hey, it's kind of middle of day 9. I had to pick out boulders for project number 16 this morning, but the guys got here and got rolling, and I'm grateful they did. Check out this boulder they made against this patio to help raise up, to make sure that the wetland can overfill and go down into our stream. Everything's going to be draining its way into our drainage box here. Same with over there. So I'm excited that we put that in yesterday. Got the BioFalls placed. We got some plumbing dug in, so we're going to be putting that together here before we know it, but we've got a lot to still plan. Justin had to tempt fate and said, ha, that's all you got. And now look, it's just coming down.
Just check it.
Just check it.
Oh, come on. Joke's over. The pond's gonna overflow. Man, come on. I don't know where the low spot is, I guess.
Oh, Justin.
Put the awning out.
This is our winter relief system. It's a ball valve that's going to go into a T. That'll stay shut during the season you're enjoying it and stay open in the winter time, so that any water that's in the pipe will drain out of there. All right, so the reason that he is doing this above the water line is that is already filled with water, and if we were to drop it down below the water line, we're going to have water coming out of the pond here. So Dave, we're going to have to give you some advice here. 1 second. When we're taking this apart for the winter, or whoever is taking this apart for the winter, you want to disconnect your pumps off of the check valves first, pull those up, and then you're going to want to open up these winter reliefs because they will suck a little bit of air out. We want to break the siphon before that happens, so then we can shut these down once they have all the water drained out of the piping, and then we can leave them closed for the winter time. So we'll kind of do a walkthrough of this whole shutdown when we're done, but that's something that's on my mind real quick to talk about now.
Hey guys, we are at the end of day 9. Is that right?
That is correct.
Day 9. And we are prepping for rain, hoping that we don't get it, but we may. We got a lot of the bones done here, so we got this stream liner laid out, lots of stream building to do. Under that tarp is the BioFalls, we got that done. We got the wetland ready for gravel and put together. And Nick and I have been just working on the dirt work for that rain that we hope doesn't come. We got gravel ready and rocks up here ready to try to do some work if the hillside's too wet to drive on. But it is coming together nice. Water is full. That is the water line. Got the plumbing done. That's a big one. So we got that done. Guys stayed a little bit late to do that, so thank you guys. And we will see you tomorrow, hoping for no rain. Tomorrow's Friday, and we'll likely be back for a little bit next week, but that's all right. All right, take care, y'all.
Hey, good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 10 here on project number 15 down in Austin, Minnesota. It's been a rough morning so far. The weather made it sound like there was only a 40% chance of getting 0.01 of inches of rain between like 7 and 8, and then we were gonna be good. We got here about 8, and about 8:10 we started noticing it was still pretty dark. I mean, it's never a good sign when you pull up to a project and the house lights are on, that are usually on in the evening. It's how dark it was this morning, and sure enough we got hit with a bunch of thunder and lightning, and everyone had to go sit in their car. So we're making the best of it. We've already been busy working here since we got the all clear to work. A lot of times what you'll see on the camera is like a lot of jumbled nonsense. It looks like we're just putting rocks in random places. And the main thing we're doing there is getting it ready so that when it is time to place them, we can really roll out. Two-sided seam tape here. He even pulled the liner straight, so we were able to get a nice flat line across it. Now we're going to pull back the top layer of this two-sided tape. We're going to do some seam primer over that, and then we're going to do a piece of cover tape on this side too. So I want to make sure. The biggest thing is when we got here this morning after the rainstorm, water was here without any problem. It hadn't backed up over the wetland filter, so it was working to plan. Everything we're doing right now is just to make sure that the water doesn't seep behind this off of the waterfall or seep behind on this spot. So there's a lot of backfilling and a lot of dirt work these guys are going to have to do, and I'll have to do on Monday. But we're going to get this in a real good spot so that when I have to leave right after lunchtime, the guys are able to keep pushing forward. So things are going okay, despite the rain and how muddy that is.
Right now they're filling in the wetland filter. We're starting off with bigger 6 to 12 boulders and then working our way up to the 1.5 inch. And we're locking in all the aqua blocks to make them all nice and flat and level. Looks good.
Hey, good morning everyone. We're here for day 11. I'm very excited. The guys got a lot done without me here. They built a waterfall, they got gravel into the wetland filter, and things are ready for us to roll. We're gonna be doing some foaming up on those waterfall rocks there, foaming for the wetland filter, moving some gravel in there. Brad's unloading the trailer with our boulders right now. We've got a lot of boulders to do. Guys have done a lot of dirt work here, raised up our edges, so this is in a good spot. Looks like they've been adding water to the wetland filter. We're in a real good spot to be plugging it in here pretty soon. Thank you guys. So we've got water running, things are looking great. A lot of work to do tomorrow. It is 5 o'clock, but we got gravel, we've got mulch on its way tomorrow. Hook up lights, do some support on the system with rock on the outside, and it is looking fantastic. So we'll be back tomorrow. Hey, good morning everyone. We're here on project number 15, and you are joining us already in the middle of us working. I apologize. We got here, got busy, got excited. I had everything we needed to hook up with the underwater lights. Those are hooked up. We got our transformer. What you'll do is you'll have that on all the time. We'll be mounting these onto a post where we'll be putting a post right here somewhere. All of that stuff will get mounted onto that post. Water cleared up a lot overnight. We've already been stirring it up and adding gravel here and there, so it's a little cloudy from that, but man, it's looking really good. Guys are working on last minute details as Justin's making his way down here with mulch. So we'll be mulching this guy in very soon. And then before you know it, we're gonna get to our final reveal and say, check this out. And we're gonna end part 2 on an awesome note because this is looking fantastic. And once we have the mulch in there, it's gonna look great. might have seen us on the hyperlapse doing our thing, but we kind of got busy mulching it, hiding liner, and man, it is looking fantastic. Guys got the cleaning up, and they have got everything cleaned up. Machines are loaded, ready to take off. We'll go make sure they're safe in a minute. Got the trailer ready to go to the next project, and now we lay out the hay blanket, the straw blanket for this hillside. So we'll be laying out a bunch of that straw blanket, putting in staples so that it doesn't shift, and so that we can have a chance of growing some grass on this hillside soon. But man, things are looking fantastic. Before you know it, we're gonna turn it over to Mr. B-Rad for some B-roll, and we're gonna get to it. Project number 15 is complete. You ready? Check this out.
I'll put them in. Don't forget your tent. Did you get your tent out of the shed?
Oh, thank you.
Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.